Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 14 of the Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are still on a push to get the toddlers skilled up so that we can age up our first toddler, Sylvia. She is 2 sim days older than her little brother, Eric. So she needs to complete hers first, because even if Eric was to finish his, he can age up for 2 more sim days. Now, the rules for the Abandoned Kids Challenge, and a link to those rules is down below in the description, but the basic premise is that a teen has to raise her younger siblings until the youngest is a teenager themselves, in this case Eric, and without losing any of them, either to death or to being taken away, which is probably more likely to happen in the game because it's not very easy for, I think it's impossible to kill toddlers, and it's very hard to kill kids, which is a good thing. They just get taken away by social services. So, but they're doing okay. I'm realizing the time I need to get Sylvia up because she needs to take a shower and she needs to call the nanny, and she cannot leave until the nanny is there, because that's part of what I do. We need to have a nanny, partially because the kids don't actually learn very much. She's all blocked out, I'm guessing is what that is, and I think she's gonna have a cry. Well, I don't want you to have a cry, because then that's gonna be harder for us to get your emotional control up when you're older. Oh, we got some empty dishes in here. Let's put that into the nano trash can to make our 40 simoleons, since I did it. And we'll put that over here. And I see you're a little bit hungry. You're also a little bit smelly, but hopefully the nanny can help with that. And you're still sleeping. We'll just let you sleep. You kind of look like you need to have a shower yourself, but we can't do that until hopefully she stays asleep. I don't really want him to try and going in there, because we of course only have the one bathroom. And I don't know, I guess it is Thursday, and she does have, Amelia has a vacation day, so I think we'll take Friday off, which will most likely be the next part. Are you not finished showering? That is actually a reasonable bathtub, so you should be able to, why don't you have a quick meal of some cereal, and then you can go to school. Primarily again because we're waiting for the nanny to get here. And there you go. And were you hungry too? I think you can have a quick meal. What is going on? Okay, go take a shower. That shouldn't be, are you stuck? No, you're not. Okay, so did you finish eating? Okay, we're actually hoping that you'll come over because you're our nanny. Anas, I think that's how you pronounced it. I looked it up. So, I kind of want Amelia to see if we know his traits. We can talk about dreams. I don't really need you to clean up. We can complain about fruitcake because we know you don't like it. Oops, that didn't work. There we go. Okay. I have to pause this momentarily. Let me just check to see if the frogs, they can be bred, so we caught that right before they went to school, so that's a good thing. And Brian, now we'll do them in your inventory. And the toddlers, because this is their biggest money maker during the work week, or the school week, I should say, because Amelia really doesn't have a lot of time for doing much during the work week, because she's got to go to school, she's got to look after the kids as best she can, and she has to, what's this? No, you don't need to complain, just go to school. Oh well, you're a bit hungry. Why don't you eat your sister's cereal? I'll put that in the garbage for you. You need to go to school. Stop chatting. Done. We're done. And you need a bath, so why don't you ask for a bath from the nanny? And I told you to stop talking. Okay. Just a bit of a delay in between when I told her to stop and when they were going. Go to school. I think you know what? You just go to school. There you go. Now you getting your bath? Or is he now starting to cook? He is starting to cook. I don't think I want that cereal being eaten by a toddler, because it strikes me as being something that's going to be very... Okay, well, you're not blocked out anymore. So you're going to go back and do some more studying of shapes, because the two skills that she needs, or the two, skills, are thinking and communication. She has maxed the rest. And, oh, you're there. Are you watching? Good. You waiting for him to make some new food? Now, I have a floor plan that I'm planning on doing for the kids, but I don't think... Oh, what happened there? I thought there was food in there. When I went to go put it on the counter, it disappeared. Well, you can go grab a serving there. That's very strange. Where did it go? Oh well, it's not like we paid for it, probably. Since the nanny cooks most of our food right now. But so I have a floor plan, and it's like a cottage style home. I will try and put a picture of what I'm planning on building across the screen. I don't have the link because I found it. I don't remember if I saw it on Twitter. Someone was suggesting they liked it, or if it was on Facebook. But I don't know. I'll try and do a Google search on the image and see if I can find a link to the actual plans. But that's what my goal is to build. And essentially it has one main house, which is sort of a great room like we have, a bedroom and like 2 bathrooms, or 1.5 bath. And then there's a screen porch area. And then there's 2 bedrooms on the other side of the screen porch with a bathroom for it, which I think, given that, 2 of our Sims like the outdoors, that seems like kind of an appropriate type of build for them. So that is my goal. But by the time Sylvia ages up to a child, we will need to have I don't think there's room in here for 2 double beds and the toddler bed. So I think we're going to have to, let's see what happens. She got a performance gain, I should say, not a game. Oh, see, somehow it did go out, and that's what happened. It just disappeared. So that, because I saw the maid pick it up and put it in the fridge, but it was invisible. Are you done? So, are you still sad from the blocks again? Yeah. Why don't you see if you can ask for a bath again, and see, now that the nanny's made the food, whether that will work. I keep flipping on the wrong one. So he's not maxed anything, but he's very, very close on potty. And he is 4 of movement and communication. And where is he in terms of he doesn't really need to go potty very much. But maybe we'll have him go. And I keep the potty in here because in some ways it's closer for them. And I don't then need to make extra space in the bathroom. I often actually have potties in the bathroom and in the bedroom that the toddlers are in, so that if they're hungry if they have to go potty in the middle of the night, it's like not really very far for them to go. So that's kind of one of the reasons I put it in there. But since we're sort of short on money, I just have the ones in there and not the extra ones in the bathroom. And right now I'm really saving up. I know I have the money, I just don't like to have them go till they're broke for that stove that I want to get them. But I want to get them a reasonable stove and not get a cheap stove. So I'd prefer not, because then you get depreciation on the items. So while I don't mind getting a couple of cheap items that you kind of need at the basics to start, I don't like getting too many of them. So you had your bath, and now you actually need to go potty a little bit. I wish hopefully the nanny will clean up the potty, but I guess it'll help with responsibility otherwise. And then after you're finished going potty, why don't you ask the nanny? Why don't you ask why? Because that helps with the thinking skill. And I don't know, I guess maybe she can invite the potty train because she's clingy. I don't really know. And then we are going to go into friendly flashcards. We're going to do some more learning of numbers. She does need to work on her communication a little bit more. She doesn't have very much more. She's closer on that than she is the other one. So we'll see how she's doing with that before we keep going. And so he's still working over here. So we're going to just get him queued up to do some sliding so that maybe he can max his movement. And then we'll have him do something for his thinking, I guess. Though I suppose with only having one nanny to help, we only have And I really, like I said, I'm concentrating a little bit more on Sylvia. And I realized I forgot to put my timer on, so this might be longer or shorter than normal. I've just stuck it on now, so I'll know how long it's taking me going forward at this point. But I had to move and adjust a little bit. And I don't know that Sylvia... See, if I had concentrated on the communication, she probably would have maxed that today in this part. But since I was working on the other... I think it might be that it gets varied between the two parts, and in the next part, she'll just hopefully max them both. I don't really know. But at the same time, kind of want to get her aged up, but then we need to hopefully have enough money to do what I want to do. But we have frogs in the inventory, so that'll give us a little bit more money. And as I said, in the next part, I will have Amelia stay home from school on Friday so that we can have a push to make some more money so that we have the money for the house that I want to build. That's sort of my goal. And the reason I have this violin back here is so that when Brian's working on that, he's back here when he has no skill, so no one has to listen to him. I usually stick the violin, or I try to stick the violin out of the way. Of course, with the floor plan that I showed, all of the landscaping will have to be moved because it'll be in our way. So I will just move it out of our way. Oh, will one more slide do it? Look, he's just short of movement. Can we get it? And I'm not using the tablet so much because I find it a little bit slower for them. And so that's why. There we go. He maxed it. Now he wants to look at a toy, so I'm going to have him play with a toy. Because he has a whim there to do that. What does he want to do? He wants to say nonsense to an ass, and we don't really, I'm always a little afraid to do that. Where did she get on her thinking? So she's just shy on the thinking of, so we're going to ask why. She's kind of, monopolizing his time is what I mean to say, and we're actually going to do learn objects because I would like her to work on her communication a little bit. So he's playing with that toy. And got that whim. He wants to yell at him. Yeah, that's not very good for your... Probably, I would think that wouldn't work very well with your character values, personally. And since we can't work on them very well to make them better, I definitely don't want to do things to make them worse, because that'll just be that much more that you need to do later. So yeah, he is independent, I remember that. Did he max his potty? He did. So he's now maxed potty and movement, and we'll see whether he gets his imagination up a little to 4. And then he wants to play with the nesting blocks, so we'll just have him study shapes on his own. And hopefully... Okay, it didn't look like they did what we wanted. So ask why again. And maybe she's a little tired, so maybe we'll see if he can give her a bedtime story. Now, I don't know. I notice sometimes when you do that type of thing, it comes off. Yep, she's still an A, but she is angry. I was thinking that was a... Okay, my darling, I think you can first go take an angry poop, and then, if you're out here, you are going to go and jog to clear your mind. So hopefully that will help you with your emotional control. And go on. Go do it. And you're a little bit hungry. And you have to go to the bathroom. Why don't you get some leftovers? Ridiculous walks they have when they're in those extreme moods. Oh, he leveled up. He's level 4. So now to go play with your... Oh, no. Okay, you're not going to the bathroom. Go for your jog first, because you're just going to get in the way of the bath. I often actually, when I only have one bath, I'll switch the toilet separate from the bathtub. But I didn't do that. Oh, right, she wasn't having a bath. Because she already got that. That was me. Silly me. I was thinking that she still needed to go for a bath. But that happened earlier. So we're going to use the toilet. We are going to... I never did breed the frogs during the day, but we are going to breed them once. in all their inventories, and then I will sell them so that we know, approximately where we are in terms of the goal. But I am going to have Amelia take a vacation day for tomorrow so that she can stay around. And for that matter, I maybe have Brian take one too, because he probably has some vacation days and he can work on his aspirations instead. So I think it doesn't hurt for him to take his vacation day. And I'm going to do the same with her. Take a vacation day. And why don't you ask for help? Ask to teach shapes while the nanny's still here. Listen to music. Though you actually wanted to be friendly with Brian, but that can always happen. Anytime. So, you know what? Stop eating. Go to the bathroom before your sister comes back. And you don't need to, and you finished actually, because I see you're full and I see your plate's empty. And I think your responsibility is just maxed. Your manners need to go up a little bit. I think we needed to make one more friend. And he's playful now. That was cute from being near a toddler. Because I was going to try and have him work on his creativity one, but since he's playful, that doesn't really work. So I'm going to instead have him practice typing, and he can listen to some music while we're at it. But I wish... So she's got her vacation day, and now she's energized. Did that help her with her emotional control? It did a little bit. How are the rest of her needs? She needs some fun and some food. So we're going to let her get some leftovers herself and watch the cooking channel. And then once she's done that, she can... Oh, the toilet's dirty. She can clean. I won't actually do that clean with vigor because I don't know how long. Ongoing sugar rush. Oh, right. From the cram and cola. I've never actually noticed that as a moodlet, which I've obviously gotten before, but maybe I don't cram and cola very often. Maybe I tend to do the light activity more so. So how are you doing, my boy? You're actually okay. So why don't you ask for study shape help from Anas again so that we can work on that. Where are you? Almost at level 4. That would be good if you could get to level 4 before we end this. And I said we were going to sell these frogs, and I never did. So let me go into her inventory, into her being Amelia, and I'm going to sell them all because we have the 2 on the patio. So I'm going to sell them, and that gave us 3,520. So we have 16,000 now, and I have already cleared out most of the things that are any value in her inventory, or that I wanted to. The rest is not worth as much, and I have my reasons for keeping that. So, and these don't look like they really need harvesting. There's nothing there. And she really has to go to the bathroom. How are you in terms of your full and your fun's not very good, but I think you need to stop and go do that so that you can go to the bathroom soon. But because I have no idea how long this took, this may be long or short, I am going to leave it here. And in the next part, obviously, we will, looks like someone's got loud music maybe going on there. We'll have a push to earn enough money, hopefully, to build that house that I showed earlier that I'm planning on doing for them. And hopefully Amelia or Sylvia will finish all of her skills so that she can age up to a child in the next part, or the time after. It may be that she meets her goals, but it's too late and we don't age her up. But that is it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!